Love has never been simple in Port Charles, and in this fictional General Hospital-style tale, hidden emotions finally rise to the surface. Long-buried feelings, impossible choices, and unexpected confessions leave several familiar faces standing at emotional crossroads where there is no easy path forward. The drama begins at the Metro Court, where Carly Spencer finds herself in an unexpected conversation with Valentin Cassadine. What starts as a discussion about recent events quickly turns into something far more personal. For months, they've hidden behind sharp remarks and guarded smiles, but beneath the surface, both have developed a quiet respect for one another. "I never expected to trust you," Carly admits. Valentin smiles faintly. "Neither did I." The confession catches them both by surprise. Before either can say another word, they realize someone has witnessed the exchange. Suddenly, rumors begin spreading across Port Charles, forcing Carly and Valentin to confront feelings they can no longer dismiss. Meanwhile, Lulu Spencer is facing a dilemma of her own. A series of emotional conversations with Nathan have reminded her of the comfort they find in one another. Every shared laugh and every heartfelt moment makes it harder to ignore the growing connection between them. Still, Lulu knows that following her heart could complicate relationships with the people she cares about most. Nathan feels the same uncertainty. He's spent weeks convincing himself that friendship should remain enough, but every passing day makes those emotions more difficult to hide. Finally, during a quiet evening by the waterfront, Nathan decides honesty is the only option. "I can't pretend anymore," he tells Lulu. "I don't want you to," she replies. Their emotional exchange marks a turning point, but Port Charles rarely allows happiness to come without complications. Elsewhere, whispers surrounding Carly and Valentin's growing bond begin reaching family members and friends. Some urge Carly to protect her heart, warning that Valentin's complicated past cannot simply be forgotten. Others believe people deserve the chance to change. The divided opinions create tension throughout Port Charles, leaving Carly questioning whether she should follow her instincts or listen to those closest to her. At the same time, Lulu and Nathan realize their own relationship will affect more than just the two of them. Honest conversations become unavoidable as they prepare to explain their feelings to the people who matter most. Instead of dramatic confrontations, the story focuses on emotional honesty. Friends offer support. Family members ask difficult questions. Old misunderstandings are finally addressed. As everyone faces the consequences of their choices, surprising moments of compassion begin replacing anger. By the end of the week, Carly understands that true courage isn't about hiding emotions, it's about accepting them while taking responsibility for the choices that follow. Valentin reaches a similar realization, recognizing that trust must be earned through actions rather than promises. For Lulu and Nathan, their decision to stop denying their feelings bring hope for a future built on honesty, even if challenges still lie ahead. As the sun rises over Port Charles, no one's life looks exactly the same as it did before. Relationships have shifted, secrets have been replaced with truth, and every character has learned that the hardest conversations are often the ones that set people free. In true General Hospital fashion, this fictional chapter ends with new beginnings rather than final endings. While the road ahead remains uncertain, one thing is clear: when hearts finally speak louder than fear, Port Charles is never quite the same again. Emotions reach a breaking point in Port Charles as four familiar faces are forced to confront feelings they've tried desperately to keep buried. In this fictional General Hospital-style storyline, love, loyalty, and unexpected confessions collide, leaving Carly Spencer, Valentin Cassadine, Lulu Spencer, and Nathan West facing life-changing decisions. The drama begins when Carly and Valentin cross paths during a charity gala at the Metro Court. What starts as a casual conversation quickly becomes surprisingly personal. Valentin thanks Carly for believing in him during one of the darkest periods of his life, while Carly admits she's begun to see a different side of the once feared Cassadine. Their conversation is interrupted by an unexpected guest, but not before the lingering look between them catches the attention of several Port Charles residents. Within hours, rumors spread throughout town that something more than friendship may be developing. Meanwhile, Lulu and Nathan find themselves working together on a community fundraiser. Spending time side by side reminds them of the bond they've always shared. Their playful conversations soon give way to more serious moments as they acknowledge that neither can ignore the growing connection between them. Late one evening, Nathan finally breaks the silence. "I've been trying to convince myself these feelings would disappear," he admits, "but they haven't." Lulu smiles softly before replying, "Maybe it's because they're real." Their heartfelt confession marks the beginning of a new chapter, but it also raises difficult questions about how their loved ones will react. Elsewhere, Carly struggles with the realization that opening her heart again could bring both happiness and heartbreak. Jason notices the change in her and encourages her to trust her instincts instead of worrying about public opinion. Valentin, meanwhile, wrestles with his own doubts. He knows his past mistakes have earned him plenty of enemies, and he fears that history could stand in the way of any future with Carly. As the week unfolds, both couples realize they can no longer live according to other people's expectations. They choose honesty over secrecy, even if the truth creates temporary discomfort. The emotional climax arrives when Carly publicly acknowledges that she's no longer afraid to follow her heart, while Lulu and Nathan decide to embrace the possibility of a future together, despite the challenges ahead. By the end of the episode, Port Charles is buzzing with reactions. Some celebrate the unexpected romances, while others question whether these relationships can survive the obstacles sure to come. One thing is certain: when hidden feelings finally come to light, nothing in Port Charles remains the same. Love has a way of rewriting even the most carefully planned futures, and for Carly, Valentin, Lulu, and Nathan, the next chapter promises romance, heartbreak, and plenty of unforgettable surprises.